I'm going to zoom in for it. We got 32
Thank you.
regular season MVPs. I got stats
Richard.
for you. I got everything you need. We're gonna start off. So I put it to you like this: I want to have good conversations, but I also don't want to waste time on obvious answers.
Was Rich Gannon the...
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't he the Raiders quarterback?
Here, I'll give it to you. It is 2002.
Yeah.
He went
I always get them
11.
mixed up,
He
dude.
went 11-5, 4,689 yards, 26 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 67% completion percentage.
Mike, shoot me in the face. I forgot we were doing league MVPs. I don't listen.
Yes, regular season MVPs
I
going
was
up
thinking
against
Super Bowl.
last year's MVP, Patrick
Patty Mac.
Mahomes.
Yep.
Which I mean, 5,200, 45 total touchdowns. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
round, easy.
45 total or passing?
45 total, 41 passing.
That's not bad.
Next up, we have 2015 Cam Newton versus 1999 Kurt Warner.
Ooh.
So
I might need a stat on that.
I was gonna say obviously. So I'll give you Kurt first because
Yeah.
Because Cam, there's some more to talk about. But Kurt, 1999,
Sure.
4,353 yards, 41 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 65 completion percentage, and he had just one rushing touchdown. So 42 total touchdowns.
How many yards again?
4,350.
Okay.
So Cam Newton, though, obviously his 15 in 1 year, on 60%, he threw for 3,837 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. He had 636 rushing yards and 10 rushing touchdowns.
10 rushing touchdowns. It's nuts.
Let's remember, I believe his best receiver was Ted Ginn Jr.
It was Ted Ginn Jr. He also had Jonathan Stewart and the other guy back there. Who's the other motherfucker? I can't remember.
I don't know, but I think it's Cam.
I think Cam gets it. Yeah.
Obviously, I think
less picks as well.
Yeah, but I mean, just like, sure, you want to compare like just throwing stats or passing stats. All right, whatever. Kurt might haven't beaten a couple things, but 600 rushing yards and 10 rushing touchdowns. Cam Newton was unstoppable that regular season.
But that's more total yards. That's more total touchdowns. Either way.
2021 Aaron Rodgers, 1985 Marcus Allen.
Now, what was Marcus? Was Marcus Allen going crazy? If Marcus Allen put up some crazy numbers,
well, that's exactly what we are going to talk about. So in 1985, Marcus Allen, if I can pull it up, he ran for 1,759 yards, 11 rushing touchdowns. He had 555 receiving yards and 3 receiving touchdowns, averaging 4.6 yards per carry. Okay.
Nah.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers going 13-3, 4,115 passing yards, 69%, 37 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. And 2 rushing touchdowns.
I mean, if we compare Allen's stats to today's game, it's not that crazy.
It's not that crazy, and there are some other running backs that I think are better than this Marcus Allen year.
For sure.
Now, mind you, this was 85, so they only played 14, 15.
Were they playing? Well, it went 14-16. I don't know if.
Because 85 Bears, they went. They went. Did they go?
That was the 16 season, right?
They went 15-1.
15-1. They lost to
85. They were playing somebody. This is the 84-85 season. So the 84-85 season
they played 16 games.
Okay. So this was in 16 games. All right. Okay.
I don't know when I think they changed in the 70s. No.
I don't know how far back it went. All right, we got two running backs going up against each other. Just speaking of running backs, we have 1998 Terrell Davis going up against 2005 Shaun Alexander.
I
So,
almost said Sean Taylor. Shaun
so
Alexander.
in 2005,
But 1978.
1978 is when they moved to 16 games.
Yeah.
Interesting. Shaun Alexander in 2005 ran for 1,880 yards, 27 rushing touchdowns, and then a receiving touchdown. Essentially, he
Jesus.
averaged
28 total.
5.1 yards per carry,
Yeah.
1,800
Nuts.
yards, 27 rushing touchdowns.
Any notable receiving yards or not really?
78.
Okay. Never mind.
78 total.
But
Okay, but
28
27 rushing touchdowns?
28 total touchdowns is wild.
Are you fucking
Um,
serious?
what was TD?
Now
Did you say
TD,
his?
he had
Yeah.
2,008 yards, 21 rushing touchdowns, 217 receiving yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, average 5.1 yards per carry. Now,
Dog.
I mean, this is a completely stat watching decision.
But I mean,
But I mean, if you want to put it,
5 in touchdowns. They still had the gunslinger in Elway.
that was always like last year, but sure.
Was it his last or was that 99?
Yeah.
They won 97, 98? I don't know.
Well, it was. Who the fuck cares?
97, 98, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that 2000 just like
Plus 200 receiving?
I mean, I don't know. It's just the simple fact of breaking the 2000, making the 2000 club just a better MVP year.
I mean, how many dudes are in there? 5?
Not many. There's some guys in there, but I couldn't. It sounds like we're going TD.
I think TD. It's
All right.
OJ, fucking
TD
AP.
moving on. We got 2013 Peyton Manning versus 1986 Lawrence Taylor. So in
that's for the birds.
First of all, 2013 Peyton Manning, 13-3, 5,477 passing yards, 55 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 68%.
Did he have a rushing touchdown that year? When did he run that bootleg?
Peyton Manning
was that that
had year? He had 1 rushing touchdown that year.
Yeah, it was that bootleg.
In 1986, LT had 20 and a half sacks.
That's about it.
That's literally it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a single forced fumble. He doesn't have a pass
I don't know if
deflection.
Were they
in
1986
they were tracking forced fumbles.
Okay.
There's no way they weren't. If you're telling me they weren't okay, I guess. That's crazy. That'd be a crazy stat to miss in the 80s. But
yeah.
This is not a question. This is
I mean, the sack didn't come around until 83, 84.
I mean, this 82? Peyton Manning right here.
That Peyton Manning is...
This is a top 4 seed type fucking MVP year.
Yeah.
If you just want to talk, you want I mean, we'll get more into this 2013 Peyton year later.
Yes.
2019 Lamar, 2008 Peyton Manning.
I don't know.
In 2008, Peyton Manning, 12-4, 67%, 4,000 yards passing, 27 touchdowns, 12 interceptions.
Not even close, dude.
2019
Lamar had 37 touchdowns.
36 touchdowns. 3,127 passing yards, only 6 interceptions with 1,200 rushing yards and 7 rushing touchdowns.
Easy.
1,200 rushing yards.
I forgot how crazy that year was, dude.
1,200 rushing yards. 14
dude, if you do that as a rusher, you're a top 5 rusher in the league.
For sure. 2016,
but there's
Matt Ryan.
8 guys. 8 guys,
in the 2K club.
And OJ did it with 14 games.
Oh. Hey, bro, don't spoil the bracket now. Don't.
Oh shit. Forgot, my bad.
Don't spoil the brackets. OJ was an MVP too.
Yeah, my fault.
2016 Matt Ryan versus 2014 Aaron Rodgers. Matt Ryan in
Ooh.
2016, 11-5 record, 4,944 yards, 38 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 70%. Rodgers 12-4, 65%, 4,381 yards, 38 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Eerily similar.
Very similar, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I remember Matt Ryan being on a different fucking planet in 2016. Now,
I mean,
did
that
he?
entire year, the whole playoffs,
Now,
up until the up until the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl,
did he
that
have?
dude was having one of the greatest seasons ever.
Did he have Julio Jones? Prime Julio Jones?
Yes.
Yes. Does it? Will that play?
A-Rod had a young Devontae,
Will
right?
that play? Yeah, he had a Devontae and a Cobb and shit.
And a
I don't know when Jordy
Jordy.
left, but
Jordy was there.
didn't I don't was he? If he was there, it was close to the end of his Packer run.
I'm almost certain Jordy was there in 14.
I want to say he didn't leave soon after that, though. I don't know how much longer Jordy was there after the 2014 season.
Jordy
2013,
didn't leave till
2014.
2017. Now his production, I'm not sure he did anything.
I say it might have dropped. I don't know.
In between those couple of years, but
I think Matt Ryan moves on.
Jordy had 1,500 receiving yards that season.
What are we thinking?
But yeah, no, Matt Ryan.
Okay. Matt Ryan moving. Oh, let me fix that. 2012 Adrian Peterson versus 2010 Tom Brady. This is the
Brady's
first
gonna
time.
need a good year.
This is the first Brady
This is
conversation
the
we've
first
even
Brady.
had. So
Brady's got what, 4?
2010. Does Brady have 4?
Brady
I
has
don't think Brady has
4,
4, bro.
3,
I don't fucking know.
3 or 4.
Either way, let me pull up 2010 Tom Brady. He went 14-2, 66% completion, 3,900 yards, 36 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. AP. Okay, I mean we'll talk AP later. Yeah, it's Adrian.
I mean,
Peterson.
he was what 9 yards away from breaking the record.
Yeah, it's AP.
Still
It's
one of the
AP.
funniest sound bites ever.
Which one?
After the last game, they're like, "You were 9 yards away," and he was like, "I'll get him next year."
And then he beat his kid.
I love that soundbite so much.
Shout out to AP.
Like, I
man.
got him. You're like,
I'm gonna get him next year. And little did we know he was gonna be grabbing switches and shit. All right, 2018.
he
Patrick
must have
Mahomes.
ordered that on Amazon or something.
No, I think he just
Fuck, you get a
grabbed a
switch from?
twig. I think he just beat the
Yeah,
shit out of him with a twig.
it's just a stick.
2018. Patrick Mahomes versus 1989 Joe Montana. So Joe Montana went 11-2, 3,521 yards, 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 70% completion percentage. Do we have to talk Mahomes in 2018, or can we just?
No.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
What, $5,000, 50 touchdowns or something?
Yeah, I was gonna say we can save the Mahomes talk for later. We got 2020 Rodgers, 95 Favre.
Ooh, Favre was a
2020
beast. Now
Rodgers.
those fucking interceptions might come to poop on him.
So 95 Favre, 4,413 yards. He went 11-5, had 38 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 63 completion percentage, and 41 total touchdowns. In 2020, Aaron Rodgers, 13-3, 71%, 4,229 yards, 48 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 51 total touchdowns. Yeah.
5 picks on 48 fucking.
Sorry, we don't.
Oof.
Sorry, we don't support Brett Favre over here. We gotta.
No, fuck no.
We're giving.
I used to.
Rodgers.
I was cool with that Jets thing he was doing.
I don't know. Those Wrangler commercials.
I'm kidding.
Stupid.
No, I meant the dick pic.
Oh, you're talking about the dick pic. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, no, I didn't even pick up what you were putting down over there. We got Tom Brady 2017, 1973, O.J. Simpson.
O.J. 2,003 yards in 14
12 touchdowns,
games.
6 yards per carry.
6.
In 14 games. In 14
games
games.
is
Now, Tom
nuts.
Brady in 2017, 13-3, 66 completion percentage, 4,577 yards, 32 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Call me crazy.
I'm
I
not going to
think
call you crazy.
O.J. Simpson moves on in this round.
That's not crazy at all. 32 touchdowns is for the
crazy at
birds.
all. It's way less crazy than
For the
O.J.
birds.
Simpson. I mean,
I
it's
love.
moving on.
I'm not.
Don't finish that sentence. 2009 Peyton Manning, 2004
But
Peyton Manning.
But there's all this talk about, hey, do you want to get dinner with Jay-Z or $500,000? I want to go play golf with O.J. Simpson. That's way more impactful to a human than getting dinner with Jay-Z. Fuck Jay-Z.
I mean,
I don't mean that either.
I think the 500,000 is better than all of that, but like, yeah.
No. I want to play golf with OJ. I feel like that'd be a lot of fun.
All right. Do you know how good he is at golf?
No, but I know that's the only thing he does.
Okay, never mind.
He lives in Florida. He just golfs all day.
I don't want to. He's here.
I'm pretty sure.
OJ, please don't tell me OJ's down here, bro.
Where the fuck else would a guy like OJ go?
I guess Florida. Florida's the most. Yeah, I guess Florida makes sense. God damn it.
I'm pretty sure.
God damn it. Where is he living at? Let me know.
Oh, right now. Okay, right now he's living in Vegas.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say jail. That'd be fucking.
No, he got out a while ago.
All right. Look, 2004, 2009 Manning. 2009 he went 14-2, threw for 4,500, 33 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. In 2004 he went 12-4, but he threw for 4,500, 49 touchdowns, 10 interceptions.
04.
It's 04. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I.
And he lost the Super Bowl in 09.
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
1984 Marino, 1994 Steve Young.
Slinging Stevie Youngs, baby.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think it's a conversation, but I will let you
Probably
know
Marino.
what Steve Young's stats were. Steve Young threw for 3,969 yards, 35 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. 300 rushing touchdown, 300 rushing yards, and 7 rushing touchdowns.
Okay.
And in 1984, Marino went 14-2, 64 completion percentage, 5,084 yards, 48 touchdowns, and 17 interceptions.
In 84, that's unheard of.
Yeah, no, that is.
I mean, that's Mahomes' numbers.
It's Mahomes' numbers in 1984.
It's nuts.
1984. I mean, just imagine giving Dan Marino Tyreek fucking Hill. What Dan Marino could have done with Justin Jefferson. What Dan Marino could have done with Travis Kelce and fucking, I don't know, Jamar Chase. I mean, let's be real. He's putting up 5K
honestly
in 84 with
what Marino could have done with damn near any top 20 receiver.
Brandon Cooks and Calvin Ridley.
All day.
6,000 yards. I mean,
he was doing it with some fucking scrubs. I don't mean let's say scrubs.
Let's not. We have no clue, so let's not.
I have no clue. Maybe compared to today's age, I have no idea how football was back then.
Either way, he's moving on. 2011 Rodgers, 2007 Tom Brady. So in 2011, Aaron Rodgers went 14-1, 4,643 yards, 45 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 48 total touchdowns. In 2007, Tom Brady, he went 16-0.
Yes.
If I can find where the fuck is Tom Brady in 2007? Here we go. He went 16-0, threw for 69,
18-1.
4,800 yards, 50 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. It's Brady, bro.
Brady.
It's 2007 Brady. No
now,
question.
I hope that Dak Prescott realizes, number one, he's not A-Rod or Brady, and he's not going to throw less than 10 picks. And you don't need less than 10 picks to win MVP.
Very true. Shout out to Dak Prescott. 2006 LT, 2000 Marshall Faulk. 2006 LT, 1,815 rushing yards, 28 rushing touchdowns, 508 rushing receiving yards, 3 receiving touchdowns, 5.2 yards per carry.
You know what's crazy is that we hype up LT's rushing touchdown record, but the year before,
Sean
Sean
Alexander.
Alexander broke it and put up 27.
Yeah. Which is why I was
That's
gassing it.
absurd.
I was gassing it earlier. I was like, Devin, 27 rushing touchdowns. Like, we gotta.
But we gas LT because he did 28. But you're like, Sean fucking, that's crazy.
Now, in 2000, Marshall Faulk in 14 games had 1,359 rushing yards and 18 rushing touchdowns, 830 receiving yards and 8 receiving touchdowns, averaging 5.4.
It's LT all day, but I mean
It's
that's a
it's
great
it's
season.
LT all day. Great MVP year. That's cool. 97 Barry, 1977 Walter Payton. In 1977, Walter
Sweetness.
Payton, 14 games, he ran for 1,852 yards, 14 rushing touchdowns, 270 receiving yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns, 5.5 yards per carry. And then in 1997, Barry
2K, right?
Sanders ran for 2,053, 11 touchdowns, 305 receiving yards, 3 receiving touchdowns, 6.1 yards per carry. Look,
Still 305 receiving yards.
Devin. If you give Walter 2 more games,
That's true.
Walter had 1,850 in 14 games. I mean, let
Plus,
me make
how many
sure.
touchdowns did he have?
Let's make sure. 1997.
No. 77. It was still 14. 78. They changed it
No.
to.
I want to make sure Barry Sanders played all 16 games.
Okay, I mean it's a 16-game season, but yeah, I
I
don't
want
think
to
that all.
no. I want to make sure.
No, I
Well,
got. No, I got you. I
like
got you. I got
Marshall
you.
Faulk only played 14 in 2000,
Yes.
so I want to
Yes.
make sure he played all 16, which he did. Okay, I I look. I just want to end this. They win because the 2K Club thing. Walter Payton, 20 years had a better season. 20 years prior,
20 years
it's a
prior,
better season, bro.
more touchdowns, right?
The touchdowns were 2000 or 2000. What the fuck am I talking about? 1977, 14 rushing touchdowns to Barry's 11.
11.
So not a big difference, but I mean,
14 games.
I'm taking Walter.
Yeah, that's right.
I like Walter. All right, moving on to the second round. Let's try not to go back to stats as much, and I mean try to remember some of the shit so we don't
I remember most of it. Yeah, I think we're all right.
take too long.
I'll ask you some questions here and there, but I think
But
we're good.
Mahomes 2022, Cam Newton 2015.
Patty, I think.
Patrick Mahomes last season, 5,250, 41. I threw for 50.
Like, I
Versus,
mean, but if we compare Cam's MVP year to Lamar's, Lamar blows his ass out of the water.
not really, but
I think so.
I mean, if you want to compare Lamar and, I mean, just off the record, Lamar threw for 700 more yards, only 1 less touchdown, 4 more picks, ran for 3 more touchdowns. I mean, it's not like it's not blowing out. I don't think he blew it out the water. He won more games. He won 15 games. Lamar won 13, did not play the last game of the season.
Well, okay. But if he did play that game, they would have been 14.
Sure, maybe.
It was Tyler Huntley against the Steelers.
Either way, I'll say
that statement
Mahomes.
was false.
I'll say Mahomes, but I think Cam beats a lot of guys.
Sure.
In this,
I apologize. That statement, I apologize for. That sucked. That was a bad statement.
2021 Rodgers 98 TD. I mean, 21 Rodgers 4,137 touchdowns, 4 picks. That's the big thing. That man only threw
4 picks is nuts.
TD,
he threw 5 the year
Club.
before.
Now Terrell Davis, he ran for 21 rushing. He had 21 rushing touchdowns, average 5 yards per carry. if we're talking Rodgers years, I mean,
2020 was a better year for Rodgers than 2021.
yeah, I think it's TD.
Sure,
I think TD moves on.
I'm all right with that.
2013 Peyton Manning, 2019 Lamar Jackson.
That's a tough one to put together. That sucks. That does
All
suck.
right,
I'm sorry.
we're looking at. I mean, it's Peyton Manning.
Yeah. I
It,
mean,
it, it's Peyton
it's a
Manning.
terrible matchup for Lamar.
It's a terrible matchup for Lamar.
I'm
55
I'm
touchdowns.
not many dudes could
50,
even come
50,
near that.
55 touchdowns. 5,400, almost 5,500 passing yards on almost 70% completion percentage. I mean, what the fuck? And
And
he
a
was
rushing
like,
touchdown.
this man was like 80 years old or played like it at least.
What's
Um,
crazy is that he had the biggest fucking fall off.
he
He was out of
did
the league the next
craziest
year.
fall off. Well,
He was out of the league
he won the Super Bowl the next, or
and then
no,
left.
he won the Super Bowl 2 years later.
What's up?
He so Peyton Manning won
Oh,
or
two
Peyton
years later.
Manning
Yes.
got his MVP, lost to Tom Brady the next year in the playoffs, and then won the Super Bowl in 2015.
Yes, after losing to the
Um,
Seahawks in 14. Okay, I got that so dumb confused. But
he lost to the Seahawks in 13. Patriots won in
no,
14. No, listen, hold on, I got you. 2012, 2013 was Seahawks Broncos. 2013, 2014 was Seahawks Patriots. 2014, 2015 was Broncos Panthers.
correct.
So there was 2 years after his MVP, two seasons removed from his MVP season, Brock Osweiler was carrying the Broncos to
Yes.
the
Brock
promised land.
Vaughn and DeMarcus Ware and the rest of that good team.
Everybody else over there.
Who's the eye poker? Akib Talib,
Yes, Aqib Talib.
the chain snatcher.
2016 Matt Ryan, 2012 AP.
AP.
Oh.
I have no idea. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm saying words,
Matt
stupid.
Ryan, 4,944 passing yards, 38 touchdowns, 7 picks, 70% completion percentage. AP, 2,097, 12 touchdowns, 217, and 1 receiving touchdown. 6 yards per carry. 6 yards per carry. I mean, if we're comparing, here's the problem though. Quarterback MVPs is not the best for Matt Ryan.
No.
Compared, I mean, I'm okay. If you really think it's AP, I'm okay with AP moving on. I think
in this scenario,
I think it's Matt Ryan, but I will. I'll give the. I'll just I'll give it to you.
I think if AP goes up against another quarterback, I think he's toast.
Let's jump over to the other side. We got Mahomes 2018 versus Rodgers 2020.
Ooh,
Mahomes
now let's hear those 18 numbers.
2018, he went 12-4, 66%, 5,097 yards, 50 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 52 total touchdowns. 2020 Rodgers 13-3, 71 completion percentage, 4,229 yards, 48 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 51 total touchdowns. I mean, it's
just about
bro.
the same amount of touchdowns, a
It
lot
was
less yards.
20. It was 2018 Mahomes. Like when you
For,
really look, but at the same time,
but
it's
you
like,
also
bro.
look at the squad that dude had.
I was just gonna say, like, he's got Hill, he's got Travis Kelce. In 2020, I mean, Devontae Adams obviously is. We're not gonna sit here and be like,
I
oh,
think
but
he had 1,500 that
he
year.
just had Devontae Adams, but
5
man.
picks to 12 picks.
Only 900,
A lot less.
900 more yards from Mahomes.
A lot less yards.
13 more touchdowns. Or no. 2 more touchdowns. 800,
But one more total.
800 more yards.
One more
2
total
more
touchdown.
7 more interceptions.
That is very tough.
I'm okay with giving it to Rodgers. That might be an
As am
upset.
I.
That might be a big ass upset. But I think Rodgers. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Um, we got
Yeah.
1973
This is
OJ
our bracket,
Simpson.
so whoever wants to talk shit, fuck
Fuck
off.
them. 1973 OJ, 2004 Peyton Manning.
I don't know.
I mean,
Orenthal?
yeah. 1984 Dan Marino, 2007 Tom Brady.
You know what I just
Um,
fucking realized? That I have to name my kid Orenthal.
you probably do. You
100%.
probably have to. So is this a question? Because I think Marino
Marino walks.
slides
Easy.
right over to his
See, I'm using your term.
walks. Yes, Marino walks there. 2006 LT, 1977 Walter Payton.
28 touchdowns or 2,000. Walter didn't even have 2,000 that year.
He could
Or
have
did he? I
had
don't
he
know.
played 16. Had he played 16, he could have gotten it. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's really a conversation.
No, it's
LT in
LT.
2006 might be the best year a running back's ever had.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I gotta give him the nod
But
there.
we can't. I know we bumped Sean Alexander first round, but
What?
if
What do
LT
you?
didn't, if LT missed a couple games
Yeah.
that year, we're
I'm
talking
for
about
sure,
Sean
for sure.
Alexander.
But we're just talking. I mean, shit. I mean,
We're talking
LT in
reality.
2006 though, 500 receiving yards on top of that,
Ooh,
on top of
ooh,
his 1800. Sean Alexander had 78 total receiving yards.
yeah.
He wasn't
No
the
one was
most.
throwing
He
a
wasn't the
motherfucking rock.
most. He wasn't the most versatile running back in the game. And I mean,
No, he was a big boy.
even back then, that shit mattered. 2022 Mahomes,
I
1998
mean, both
TD.
teams were bad. Chargers were bad.
No, no, they
They
were
weren't
not.
great.
No, they fucking were not. 2006. That was Philip Rivers like AFC Championship or divisional. They
Antonio
they made a run
Gates.
there. No. They no.
I'm talking shit. I'm
Both
talking
teams were
shit. My
not
bad.
bad. And the 1977 Bears could not tell you if they were good or not. So sure. I think I think
Seven.
Mahomes walks here.
Yeah, I
I'm
think so
not
too.
gonna lie to you. I think he makes it to the Final Four. We have
This is the final four
2013.
already.
He's making it to the Final Four.
Look.
2013 Peyton Manning, 2012 AP.
Manning.
It's Peyton Manning. It's Peyton Manning.
It's plain and simple.
Um, we got 2020 Rodgers versus 1973 OJ Simpson.
How impressive is the 14 game thing gonna run on?
So 2020 Rodgers, 4,229 yards, 48 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 51 total touchdowns. He went 13-3, 71 completion percentage. OJ, 2,000 yards, 12 touchdowns, 6 yards per carry in 14 games.
I mean, that's incredible,
Look,
but I don't think it.
if you want to keep giving the nod to the quarterback, I guess, but if we're
We
comparing
got LT in
these,
that mug.
if
We
we're
got LT in this
comparing,
mug.
if we're comparing these two, yeah, and Marino's blowing him out the water, but if we're comparing these two,
You think it's Orenthal?
I mean, if we're comparing these 2 years, there's a lot of years Aaron Rodgers could win this. I'd give it to him.
I mean, if you
I'll
want to
give
give
it
it
to
to
him.
OJ, that's cool.
I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him.
I'm fine.
Shout out to the Juice Man. Uh,
But we won't. But we won't talk about who. What were you gonna talk about?
I don't know. I don't know how much longer I can keep up with this bit, but
Who were you? Who were you not bringing up?
uh
Brett Favre. You said
Look,
Brett Favre.
we
We're not
we
talking
could
about
talk
Brett.
OJ all day, but you better not fucking bring up Brett Favre.
Don't fucking bring up Brett Favre and that goddamn volleyball team, dude.
Those fucking volleyball motherfuckers don't deserve a penny. God damn it. Fuck them. And fuck Will Levis's ex-girlfriend, man.
Yeah.
Fuck everybody. All right. We got 1984 Marino versus '06 LT.
Marino, baby.
Is it no question?
I don't know.
1815, 1815 rushing yards, 508 receiving yards, 28 rushing touchdowns, 3 receiving touchdowns. To Marino's 5,000 passing yards, 48 touchdowns, 17 interceptions.
Yeesh. That Rodgers year is better than that.
Look,
Same touchdowns, less yards.
but that LT year is better than that OJ year.
I agree.
And I don't, I mean,
I yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I think LT moves
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I think LT
Fuck 'em.
moves on. We
Yeah.
got our final
Agreed.
four. We got our final
Yeah.
four, Devin. We got 2022
This is a
Mahomes.
Final Four that's on no one's list.
No,
Maybe it is. I don't
well,
know.
2013
It's not bad.
Peyton. I like this list. Fuck anybody that's got something to say about it.
I'm cool with it.
2022 Mahomes versus 2013 Peyton Manning. Me personally, Peyton walks.
I agree.
Peyton walks.
Peyton
To me,
bodies him
Peyton walks.
at
2020
however old he was,
Rodgers,
36 or
20,
something.
2020. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just saying he's old.
2020 Rodgers, 2006 LT.
OJ. Sorry.
Bro, I think LT. Bro, I think it's LT. I think
5
LT
picks,
moves on,
48
bro.
touchdowns, 51 total. 31 touchdowns from a well. That's the most touchdowns
From
by
a
anybody.
non-quarterback.
Well, that's the most time someone has been in the end zone
Yes.
with the ball in their hands.
Um, I think it's LT, bro. I mean, 2,300 total yards, 31 total touchdowns, 5.2 yards per carry.
From a goddamn running back. That's nuts. Yeah. No, sure.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
fuck it.
Christian McCaffrey did that, there'd be so much.
Their
There'd be
dicks would
so
fall off.
many. There'd be so many mouths full of dick. I mean, we wouldn't even be able to control it. I think LT moves on, which
Especially if it was a whack running back.
won't. Yeah. You got a white boy running around like that. Oh, all of a sudden it's an insane stat line. Oh, fuck that. LT, give him the flowers. He's moving on. One more time, stat lines for 2013 Peyton Manning, 2006 LT. 2013 Peyton Manning, he went 13-3, 68%, 5,477 yards, 55 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 56 total touchdowns. LT, 1,815 yards rushing, 28 rushing touchdowns, 508 receiving yards, 3 receiving touchdowns, 5.2 yards per carry.
I think we would be fools to not give it to the greatest season of all time. Statistically, from any quarterback in history. I think LT makes a great point, but
They're
from a
queer.
30-some-year-old quarterback, that's unheard of.
Peyton Manning, 2013.
Who had already won
That
4
is
MVPs.
that is the best MVP season. I like it. I'm not mad at that.